Bishop.
And I'm Dr. Steph.
Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Our Life, Our Journey, and Our Truth. And we're so excited to have you connected on today. And make no mistake about it, we appreciate all of you that are locked in to this channel. It means a lot to us. And we hope that as you're locked in, that you will actually like and comment and
subscribe.
Please do, because we want you to be a part of this great community, and we read those comments. It means a lot to us, and we want you to make sure you follow Dr. Steph at Dr. Steph Walker right there on Instagram. Follow me, Joseph Walker 3. We would love to just connect with you. And of course, go to our website, josephwalker3.org, to get our book, Becoming a Couple of Destiny. Great things to read over the holidays. And you know what? Speaking of that, Becoming a Couple of Destiny Marriage Conference is coming up.
Yeah.
We want to see you in 3 months in Nashville, Tennessee.
Be there.
It has been amazing. This conference has really taken a life of its own, right?
Yeah.
We've heard so many testimonies. We've seen so much reconciliation.
And months ago, people were asking, when is it? When is it? When is it? We need to lock it in on the calendar. So make sure that
you register. Make sure you register and come, because we have great speakers. We'll be speaking. We have a great opportunity for fellowship. It's going to be at our Antioch location this year, and we want you to come on into Nashville. Wherever you are around the country, register. This is how you do it. Text BCOD, that's Becoming a Couple of Destiny, to 78228, and the information is right there on the screen. Make sure you meet us in Nashville. You see the date? Make sure you come, because it's going to be amazing. We cannot wait to see you. It's going to be awesome, man.
Yes.
Get a chance to love on you and pour into you, and we want to see you win. So, and we want you to bring your spouse, even if you're seriously dating, whatever the case is. Come on to Nashville.
And bring another couple with you even.
Man, let's do it. Don't try to just make it a road trip for the weekend. We can't wait to see you. It's going to be awesome. So we're excited about that. And of course, we appreciate all of you for just staying connected right here in this space every single week. You know, hon, here we are at the end of the year. 2024 has been amazing.
Isn't it incredible? Like, the year flew by.
Where did it go?
I don't know.
You know, but one of the things I'm excited about is that this year has been a year we've heard some tremendous comments from our episodes. And so what we decided to do is to really kind of do a review of the top 5 episodes that the data told us. Not that we thought, that you said.
That you guys said.
That you loved. And we're going to review those and talk about them and
the
go
most
back.
Talked about, the most asked about, the most reviewed.
Yes, the ones that y'all locked in on. So we're going to go through them 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and find out what was the number one. I can't wait to find out what was the number 1 episode.
I know,
That's
right?
going to be cool to hear. So our team is here going to help us. So we're going to start with number 5. What was number 5? Yep, remember that? That was what, really, we talked about the whole idea of being able to understand where a person's coming from. Yeah, and not necessarily.
Because the first response is usually like, what? You said what to me?
You said,
what?
Which comes out of some other stuff, right?
Yeah.
And so.
And we're not unfamiliar with that. That's how we used to banter back and forth.
Listen, all the time.
Early on in our marriage, and even occasionally today. But I digress.
She mean that for real.
We're learning, it's about becoming, constantly evolving, growing. It's not about perfection, it's about progress. And so learning over time how to speak to one another.
And that's the key, right? Because if you're committed to it, you learn over time that it is a process of becoming. And communication is the key. So let's go into this episode and let's see if y'all can remember some of the stuff we talked about. And we'll be back with number 4. Watch this. Don't talk to me like that. What's wrong with you?
Really?
Yeah. Who do you think I am? You ever had that happen in a relationship? Like, wait a minute. Don't we have children? And I ain't one. You ever had that in your relationship? Well, that's what we're going to talk about today, because Communication 2.0 is about really helping you elevate your understanding of how to communicate with your significant other, your spouse, etc. Why is that important? Because we discovered along the way there is a marriage language. There's a marriage 100%. Language, right?
The language that will keep you married, in other words.
Boom, boom. All right, we're back. Wow, that brought back some memories, right?
sure.
That was a good one. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
I really enjoyed doing it.
I did too. I did too. I think it helped us doing it, right? It was cathartic, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah, it really
yeah.
was. So yeah. So let's go into our next episode and number 4. I wonder what that was. The 4th one that you guys said you really, really enjoyed in 2024. What was number 4, team? Ooh, yes, yes, yes. He said, she said. Frustrations, and that was real. And like the other one, I think some of these best episodes are one that was very personal to us, right?
Yeah, well, I think when you're, working through frustrations,
Yeah.
I mean, I think it transcends all relationships, right? And so it's really about just trying to see eye to eye, trying to find a common ground or what have you. And understanding that frequently there are 2 sides to the story, right? It's not just one truth. It's his, hers, and then the real truth,
yeah,
right?
That's true.
So
Yeah, and I think that when you rest the case on your point of view, you rob the process of its ability to truly bring you to a place of what the real truth is.
Right.
Right.
Common
Yeah,
ground.
the common ground. So let's go in, y'all. Woo, I'm sweating. Lord Jesus. Let's
you
go
ought to
in.
be. No, just kidding.
I know that's right. Let's go in. Check this one out. So we can have a plan. Plan. She's right. Plan, calendar, whatever. Let's talk about plan. We're gonna make these concessions budgetarily. We're gonna not do this, not do this, not do that. We good? We good? You good? All right. And then we start putting on the calendar all the stuff we're gonna do. And I'm saying, well, based on the cutbacks we just said we were gonna do, what are we doing different? And she goes, nothing. Guys, I'm like, can you help a brother out? What is this? Wow. Now that was one for the books, right? That was one for the books. Right. I know some of y'all were like, oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. Let me tell you, that's why we do these episodes. That's why we do. We are so serious about being transparent and just telling our truth. And the fact is, that's how you grow. That's how we grow. So, man, that was a good one. That was number 4. I didn't, man. Again, wow, I wonder what number 3 was. What do y'all think? Put in the comment section. What do you think? What would you rate your 5? I'm curious to know why you
top 5
your top 5 episodes. See if you could be kind of consistent with what we're doing now, and see if you can guess 3, 2, 1. Let's find out. What's number 3? Oh my God.
Yeah.
That one. The idea that, they make me feel good, or they look good, or they this
I'm
and
in
that.
love.
I'm in love. Yeah, just ain't never felt like this before.
I found my soulmate.
Man, listen, it is more than a feeling. That's how your emotion sometimes is what gets you caught up in this, commotion, lack of devotion.
Ooh,
right?
It.
Yeah, because you don't necessarily hear from God. You all in your feelings about a situation.
That's so interesting. It's like your emotions will capture you and capture that individual, but it's really about what comes after that in terms of like, if this relationship has legs, what else is there? Like, you got to dig a little bit deep, well, a lot deeper, to make sure that this is the right person for you, because those emotions will wane. I mean, there's some days, Lord have mercy, I love you, but I don't always like you, right?
That's true.
No,
that's
but
true.
Like, and vice versa, right? And at the end of the day, you have to...
Some deeper, some more sustainable.
Exactly.
Substantive, foundational.
Yeah.
And that's what it's all about. So don't get caught up in the feelings, because you're going to wake up one day and not like the person. You're going to have things about them you don't like. But if you absolutely come together with the right substantive things that bring you together, their values, who they are as a person, their heart, that stuff. So,
and then the other thing is, what you don't want to do is allow your emotions to rob you of an amazing individual.
That's so true.
Because sometimes people are looking for that magic feeling, and it may not be a magic feeling. It could just be real, just true hardcore values. Like, we really vibe well, we're really good friends, we, really see eye to eye, we are really going in the right direction, and meanwhile, I'm waiting for the bubblies inside, and those never happen, but it doesn't mean that that's not a good match for me, or for him, or for you, or what have you. And so you really need to hone in on, like, really what matters.
That's so true. And well said. And to that point, let's go in to episode 3 of your choice. Let's see. All right, 5, 4, 3. Boom. Check it out. Everybody wants to know, like, how do you know? How do you know that's the one? And here's our thought. It's more
Than a feeling. That's for sure.
You know, we live in such a feeling-oriented world, and people oftentimes try to discern, authenticity based on how they feel. I see it in the spiritual arena. I feel that God is telling me to do this, or I feel that this, or I feel. You can't trust your feelings.
Feelings are fleeting.
Fleeting. And there are some real concrete things that we've learned in our own relationship.
Yeah, for sure.
To be very transparent with you, how we knew.
Yeah.
How did she know I was the one?
Yeah.
How did I know she was the one? And maybe how do you find out if the one that you've been praying about and asking all your friends about, if that's the one?
For you.
All right. Well, there it is. Woo, that one, man, that brought back some memories. That was a good one. I enjoyed doing that. I really did. That was one I think that really touched a lot of people. Clearly, because you guys watched that one. That was our third watch most episode, and we appreciate y'all connecting. Make sure you share some of these as you're watching, and maybe some of these you start watching us later on in the year. You didn't get a chance to see some of these previous episodes.
Go back and see it.
Go back and man, just have a day where you go back and watch it and check out others and then share them. Go out there and share these with many people as you can, and tell them to subscribe. We appreciate that, and we hope that you're being blessed by this yearly recap. I wonder what number 2 was.
Yeah.
Oh,
let's see.
Let's find out.
Oh, yeah.
That was one we really were excited about doing.
Well, because I think we were just speaking our truth, right? Like, over time, you are constantly faced with either sit where you are or grow and glow up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, like, we've done it time and time again.
Yeah, that's so true. And it doesn't matter what age you are. I think the whole premise of this is that you could always, pivot. You can always get greater and move in different dimensions. And so, I mean, listen, we had
chase another dream, chase another goal.
We had so many comments on this one. And so I would encourage you and your mama and your grandmama and your dad and your granddad, like every generation needs to go watch this one.
And your friends.
And your friends. Go check it out. Let's watch this one right now. You got to be willing to take that chance. I interpret Hebrews 11:1 like this. Now, risk is the substance of things hoped for, and the evidence of things not seen. Right? To calculate the risk, to build, to bet on yourself.
Yeah.
To bet on yourself and not allow culture to tell you, it's too late. You should have gotten this by now.
You're too old. What are you thinking? Shouldn't you have done this already? They don't want you. Why? You're wasting your time. We've heard it all. I've heard it all. He's heard it all. Maybe not all of it, but a lot of it, And I would just say, if there's an inkling in your spirit, like, I'm a firm believer that these desires that I have in me, that you have in you, were placed there. By God.
And that's that. Well, honey, that was a good one.
Yeah.
Well, we've come to number 1. You know what, man? Let me just say this. It has been, before we get to number 1, it has been
an amazing year. An
amazing and a privilege.
To
be able to do these episodes with you and to do life with you.
Thank you,
I
honey.
mean that. I'm so blessed. Y'all don't understand. And what we determined to do, many of you don't understand. We committed to doing these episodes from a place of authenticity. If it's not authentic, we ain't gonna do it, right? And so you're watching it in real time.
It's not rehearsed.
No.
It's
not scripted.
It's
just straight from the heart.
Us sitting down, having these really authentic conversations.
And we mean it.
Yeah.
And we truly mean it. And we're not perfect, but we're perfect for each other.
Yeah.
And we hope that this year has inspired you. And we hope that you will continue to follow us in these episodes in 2025 and continue to flow with us and to share with as many people as you can, because we believe that it's going to be an amazing year to thrive and to move forward, to take everything to another level. So I'm excited about it, right?
I'm excited too.
Well, the drum roll, please. Wish I had my drum for real. And it's time to find out what was the number 1 watch episode of 2024. What was the viewer's choice? Now, in the comment section, I want y'all to guess right now. Go ahead, guess. Real life. Guess. All right, let's see who gets it right. I'm gonna give you a minute. Guess. Come on.
What was your favorite episode?
What was your episode? Let's see if you can guess number one. You ready? Come on, team. Number one episode for 2024 was. Woo! Yeah, the one.
That was a popular one.
That was the controversial one. That's the one that I think hit culture. And
Yeah.
we enjoyed doing that, man. I enjoyed reading your comments too.
Yeah.
I didn't respond to some of them, but I did enjoy.
And I think it was important to have the conversation, to open it up for civil discourse, right?
That's the key word.
Because it's, what we did was attempt to create a safe space to agree to disagree, or to open up people's ideologies, or to just gain an understanding of the various perspectives that are out there, right? And at the end of the day, it's not about one thing being right. It's about what's right for you.
Yeah.
And where are you in your life, in your Christian journey, in your walk with Christ, in your personal relationship? Are you healthy enough, strong enough to join other organizations? Or is this something that defines you?
Yeah.
And just really doing your own personal soul searching to figure out the right move for yourself.
That's so true.
Yeah.
And for us, it's not about idolatry.
For sure
It's not at all. It's the farthest thing from my mind. No, it's about service. And so we will let you eavesdrop in on a little of this episode.
Yeah.
And we'll be back to wrap this up.
Yes,
after this.
Yeah.
I believe wholeheartedly that you can have a relationship with the Lord Jesus Christ, be grounded, be a part of these organizations, and these organizations do not define you, nor do you worship them.
Yeah.
I bow down to none but one.
Nobody.
His name is Jesus Christ.
Amen.
And I serve, and I'm using any organization that is lifting up my community, lifting up humanity, whether it's Delta, whether it's Omega, whether it's Kappas, Alphas, whatever it is.
Providing value.
Whether it's other organizations in our community that's doing NAACP, to whomever, whatever, if you are helping my community, helping us become better, I want to be connected to you. And that's what it's all about, right?
I love that. Yeah.
Wow, babe, that was a good one, man.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
I mean, and what? I think that conversation probably warrants, some further exploration and discussion around it. It's a wonderful conversation to have, man. I think you set it up perfectly. So I hope you guys were blessed by that. In 2024, we look over this year, hope you're doing the same.
And just reflect.
Reflecting over the just very significant moments
in our lives, in the lives of our family, our kids.
And you think about, for example, perhaps in 2024, what do you think was the most significant moment? Let's talk about our kids, like for Giovanni.
The most significant moment for her?
2024.
I would say when she opened up the casting for the Nashville Ballet's Nutcracker and found out that she was going to be a party girl.
Oh my God.
This is one of the major roles for the youth cast. And she's been striving for this role ever since she said she wanted to do ballet and be on this stage. So it was a huge moment for her. And kudos to my baby girl, our baby girl, for getting on that stage and doing her darn thing.
She's doing it. It was a joy to watch her this year in Nutcracker too.
And just blossom.
You just crying.
Oh gosh,
she just
I cried.
Oh Jesus. She just cried.
I cried because I knew that this is what she wanted.
Yeah, ultimately, yes.
And on the stage, I'm tearing up now, but on the stage, she just glows and she shines from the inside out with just joy, and you can see it on her face and you can see it in her movement. And to watch your child blossom into themselves is, it's a blessing.
Amazing.
Yeah.
What about Joseph? What about JID? What about Joseph Ford?
I mean, he's just growing by leaps and bounds.
I think I know which one it was.
Go ahead, tell it.
So, the teacher calls and, hey, I want to talk to you guys. Talk to her. And, she's a little, anxiety about that because she's thinking, okay, what has he done? What's going
happened?
on?
Right,
We're thinking okay, this bad reporter, he's about to get, reprimanded at school.
What did he do now,
and she says to this one, I just want you to know that Joseph is doing so well in school. He
Yeah.
is advancing, progressing, his
Improving in
attitude
all
in
the
all of his
areas that he needed
areas.
to work
Oh my
on.
God, what
Yeah.
a day that was, right? To know.
Yeah.
And I think it speaks to when you think about Giovanni, speak about Joseph, and think about Giovanni's doing extraordinarily well
In her
in
academics.
academics,
Yeah.
honor roll,
Yeah.
and all
Yeah.
that stuff too. And if you think about our commitment
Yeah.
to really, be
Be
present.
present.
Yeah, me changing my schedule and cutting back and just really being. It matters. It
Yeah.
matters, and
Yeah.
we're seeing the fruit of that, and that has been a
Yeah.
tremendous blessing. Those are the kids. What about us? What do you think about a significant milestone or moment for us?
For the two of us or us as a
Us as
family?
you and I as a married couple.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I know. You
What?
won't believe the husband. I say this way.
Go ahead.
15 years of being married to my queen. 15 years.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that
15
that's a big
years.
milestone, you guys. And the
Yeah.
thing is, it doesn't feel like we've been married that long. Like
Does
15
not.
years sounds like a long time on paper, but like it doesn't feel like
It
that.
doesn't. It doesn't feel
Yeah.
like that at all. It feels like it was just yesterday.
Yeah.
And she looks
yeah.
amazing
Thank
as you were when I first met
Thank
you, girl.
Yeah.
I
And
am
we're still smiling.
still smiling.
And still growing. And, still
And for real, even off camera, we really
yeah,
are.
right. Even off camera, right.
We really are. And
Yeah,
man, this has been
yeah.
amazing. So
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
grateful and so many wonderful things. I hope you reflect over 2024. And I hope that you take a moment before you move quickly into 2025. You take a moment and reflect over those significant moments and milestones and begin to thank God for those moments. It's a great opportunity to express gratitude to God. And I hope that the content we've shared over this year has been a blessing to you. We got some stuff coming for you in 2025. We can't wait. It's going to be crazy, awesome, some cool surprises, other things we're going to be doing. So stay tuned for that. We appreciate you so much for tuning in. We want you to have a happy new year, all that great stuff. I'm Bishop.
And I'm Dr. Steph.
Until next time, peace out.